Okay, hello, hello. Wait, is this already full? No, there's no way. So, this should be... That is correct. It should be load. Hold on, let's see. Did I put it in the right way? I did put it in the right way. Why you no worky? Oh, it's probably because it has no power. That's why it's not working. Okay, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. Alright, so I need train stuff. So we're gonna put this at 1. We're gonna put this at 2. A bomb. Time to clear. Okay, I think that should be enough. I may have went a little overboard with that. Okay. So we're gonna put this, like, here. Also what I need is I need railway. Let me also just build the train, so that way it's here. Not enough space. Of course. Why would there ever be enough space, am I right? I mean, it's like perfectly on the edge. Thank you, Nobelisks. I actually might need more of them to clear some of those forests. That is very elevated. Okay. Oh, well, no. Also, for future reference, I do apologize that today's stream vote was very late. I should have probably put it a little sooner, but life just has a way of getting in the way. Try it like here. I'm not sure this is gonna work though. Oh, it's not even. Bruh. Come on. It's weird how it's too sharp of a turn. I have an idea. My word. Okay, that's too sharp, so we gotta move it a little closer. Okay, we're gonna move it even closer. We got this. I believe in you, single rail line. You got this. I guess I could, like, try to build it like this. I must have found, like, the perfect way to orient this the first time. That's incredible. Alright, new idea. I mean, I think that's way too long. Works? You're joking. How does that work? Why does that work? I cannot wait to watch the train just break its neck as it tries to make that turn. Alright, so we're gonna put this here. Please. Please, I beg. It's still too funny. I cannot take that seriously. Maybe if it was elevated a little bit more? Let's try that. I think that's enough. That's like the perfect turn. What do you mean? It's okay. Hold on. Plan. The plan. The path. The path opens before the path closes. Quite severely and quickly. Okay, so it's not going to work that way. It needs to be a little bit farther. Alright, Mr. Nobelisk. Go out. Ooh, the hard drive's done. I remember doing that last stream. You know why I remember doing it? Because it was literally the last stream. Not even that long ago. Amazing, I have memory that goes that far. How does he do it? Okay. So we're gonna build it here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of these. And then it's gonna work perfectly with no problem. Oh, it's slightly too long. Too sharp of a turn? Why would it not be too sharp of a turn? Okay, those can kind of stay there. Alright, that is certainly a turn. Unturn. Unturned reference. So we're gonna put this here. Wait, can I put this like anywhere? Oh, it has to be at the end of a railway. Dang. It'd be too funny. Unless... Hold on. That'd be a very funny bug. I would have loved that. Alright, so the problem is that... So that's a storage station. So that means there is a rail line that's going through here. But as you can see, most of the trains are going this way. So I have two options here. Either one... Or I guess I go this way. I could go to the quartz station. But that's going to be such a long journey. That is so long. And if we look to that direction, so I presume... Is this north? Yes, that's north. So it'd be like... southwest. Let's take a quick look-see over here. I mean, it's not horrible, but I think... I kind of like just making my own path over here, because also, if I cut through here, and I make a railway over here, that means if I have to make rails in other location, I can connect them to here. That is my logic behind this. Also, as you can see, there's a very good reason that I'm using the double rail, because it makes it so much easier to transport this. Instead of having a conniption that I have to do like single rail lines like I've had to do before. There we go. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to build more nobelisks, but that's a small problem. You know, the funny thing is, technically, I'm not even building nobelisks. I just handcraft them as soon as I am done. Which is not something you should do, typically. Typically, you should automate them, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm just like, I want aluminum. I'm not worrying about other stuff that I need to make right now. Hi, lizard doggo. Please run. Am I the bad guy causing all the wildlife to leave this region? No. It could never be me. I'm gonna build it like here. That may be too far. We will see. Hi, yoop. Hi, yoop. You know what would kind of be funny? I would approve. Is if I did like a full destruction playthrough of Satisfactory in which I just destroy everything in the land. Just because I can. Oh, this is gonna be quite the cliff, though, for the train to go up. Nah, the train will be fine. Are you really in the Red Forest? Yep. Doing as the Lord intended, destroying the land and killing wildlife. And why is there no fog? Because of my graphics settings. I turned off the fog. So I can see more clearly. But why? A true gamer cares not about the graphics, but for enhancing their gameplay. Hi. What a throw. Okay, I think my little fix-it pioneer here was a football player in their previous life. Or maybe they're just a really bad soccer player, or football player. They kept getting penalties for using their hands instead of their feet. I only have 3 left. Okay, I'm gonna have to make some more. Oh look, the wildlife is fighting back. Weird. And well, it's trying to kill me. I'm gonna check the hard drive to see if I got iron wire. I'm gonna consider the following here. Why would you put crystal oscillators in motors? Why would you do that? I mean, I guess this one. Gyroscopes. Oh yeah, I forgot I still have that coal production over there. I might have to get rid of that so I can use the coal vein for steel. So we need to plan this real quick. I think I'm probably going to go down here and then go down through there, because that's going to be easier. Wildlife, what did I say? I said stop fighting back. Ow. Ow. Oh boy, I love... You know what, I actually will say that I do like the real system of this game. It's so wonky, it reminds me of, like, playing Fallout 4 and things like that, where when you try to build stuff, it just never goes where you want it to go. Although, the one thing that I will say about Fallout 4 is I really like the settlement system. I just wish it was expanded more. Because the settlement system in Fallout 4 is so basic. Like, once you get near the end of the game, you only really have to use it for, like, a few quests. Could you try and use the connect feature for the blueprints? Hold on, I need to make some nobelisks real quick. I'll probably make like 100 more. You must make a weapons manufacturing facility. Yes. But I also need aluminum. Aluminum more important. And speaking of which, I need to see how to make the gun, because I forgot. And I'm not going to need that many nobelisks, so I'm just going to wait. So, gun. So I need a man. Gun. Gun. Did I forget where gun is? I most certainly did. Why would I ever forget where gun is? How have I not done that? I am a fool. The sulfur tree? Okay, thank you. So, oh, I see why I've not done gun. It's because of this requirement right here. And that is smokeless powder. Oh. I am back. Sorry about that, got a little interruption there. What is your thoughts on Unturned? I I do not mind Unturned, but it kind of reminds me of Rust a lot, where you just need to spend a lot of time on it. That's kind of the main issue that I have with it. I'm gonna laugh at the I should, so later in the stream what might possibly happen is I might get publicly executed. If that happens, it was a nice run. Okay. Use the blueprint connect. Hold on. Auto connect. Wow, it's connecting. I know, I'm just, hold on, let me demonstrate it, because I've known how to do it for, I think, a little bit, or maybe I've just been wrong. Okay, so that is, yeah, so that is how it works. So, yeah, that will make it easier. I've just been ignoring the feature because, I don't know, I find it funny to build something, and it's just completely wrong. Okay, so we're gonna tilt it like this way. And we're gonna move it a little bit farther. And we all just love sheer cliffs. Absolutely, especially when you're building rail lines. Ugh. Put that back onto blueprint as soon as I do this. Hold on. Hold on. Something's bothering me. Something's bothering me. I need to fix it. Is it gonna let me fix it? There we go. Cap. True. I'm not saying the funny Gen Z term. I'm not going to. You cannot make me. Maybe like 2 more. It may not even auto connect. It should make me cry. Should I just try to get back over there? Yeah, we're gonna try that. Perfect. Sometimes these cliff faces do not have collision, and it makes getting up them kind of annoying sometimes. Me thinks there's a problem. I'm noticing a problem here. I imagine it's not gonna work, but you know what? They called Da Vinci crazy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Be a little bit more. This is too funny. I have to try it. Work, dang you. Work. Okay, yeah, so that one's just not gonna work. It's gonna refuse to do what it wants. I have to raise it more. Probably like there should be good. Oh, it's still not even working there. So picky. It's amusing to me that works, but the other one refuses to. Ooh, see? It's like right outside the range. Alright, so we're gonna change this blueprint a little bit to make it... So what's the railroad for? The railroad is for aluminum. I'm gonna take, like, all the aluminum resources that I have, train them down to one place, and then just build them all in a factory. I'm trying this method to see if I like it. Just so I do not forget. Okay, you can get rid of that now, too. It's still gonna look a little wonky, but there's not really too much I can do about that. Like, I can put corners down. So we're gonna put that at 4. Me in the corner, no one to work. Is there a different corner piece? No, not really. Okay, so I'm going to do architecture. We're going to take a road barrier. I caught a stream. Hi, Ocean. And just in time, too. You get to watch me make aluminum. I know. So exciting. Just for you. Okay, can I reduce the curve of this a bit? Going to TikTok because it's bugging. You may have to go to Twitch. Because I'm not able to do Twitch and TikTok at the same time. And YouTube. For some reason. My computer is not happy with me. So I had to execute TikTok. Wait, are you live on TikTok? No. My computer is not happy with me. We're going through a rough and litigious divorce. Unlike the other divorce. Okay. So, now on to the other bit. Do I really want to go all the way down? Aw, yeah. I guess I gotta chill 20 seconds behind. Oh no, that's not gonna work. 30 seconds behind, let's go. I put on ultra low latency. I guess it just does not care. It's like, you will have the bad internet. You will suffer. You will have to wait. So I kind of want to lower it a bit. What if you just bring the rail down? What if you just succeed? I like that line of thought, Keenan. That's a good line of thought. What if there was like do you know what they should add in this game? They should have a train elevator. Do you know how nice that would be? Make it so like you can move the train car and the other cars behind it and just move down. Or try and go a different direction. No, never. Never surrender. It's all on my end, I guess. I don't know. Because Ocean, I'm not adding stream delay. I'm not adding any of that. 50? Let's go. Maybe I should just go on Twitch. What if you try and make a spiral? A spiral to go down? I could, but that would be so long. Is that actually connecting? What in the world? Why is that connecting, but this one is not? Hold on. What would also look really good? Are you saying that this does not look good, Keenan? I want you to apologize to it right now. This is disgusting. Why is it working? Why is this working? And it's still lagging. Let's go. Ooh. Why does TikTok work perfectly for you, but YouTube does not? That's very weird. I'm saying having pillars to the sky might not look the best. Would it make sense? Come on. There's like supports there or something. Why does that work? It's just impressive ATP at this point. I figured out an abbreviation by myself. Or maybe somebody told me and I just remembered. Oh well. How in the world do I prevent the sky pillars? Am I not even going down at a rate that's fast enough for this to... Well, that's a shame. Let us see. So, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to destroy all of this. I'm going to destroy all my creations. And we're at 80. Let's go! Let's go! Can we get higher? Can we get much higher? So high. It's gotta be a world record for stream delay. Absolutely. I think it's a quite impressive record. Alright, let's see. Can I move the railway down? Put it there for now. Okay, fine. I'll build you one foundation. Will you be happy? Oh, I guess not. Over here. Okay, now it's happy. Also, what's that? Get it away from me. I would do mental mind games. Summer Sloop, hello. How did I not notice you? Thank you. Now we can double output of something. Okay, we're gonna try to go for one sky pillar. Just the one, though. Okay, that's... Okay, so that is currently right there, so we're gonna try to put it, like, right here? Maybe? I'm not sure this is gonna work. We will see, though. That one's not working. Let's try raising it one more time. Or, I guess... Let's try one more. Very unfortunate I said one more time, because the current playlist... The song that's playing on my playlist is One More Time by Daft Punk. So make this easy, shall we? Okay, that one works. Why do you do this? Why must you torture me so? It's about to be like, wait, is that the wrong rail? Did I just set it the wrong way? There we go. There we go. So it's about even as well. And then dismantle filter. Me when I use the dismantle filter correctly for like the first time. Also, that the underneath of this is gonna look cursed. We're just gonna fix this. I'm very correct. It does look cursed. Oh. I'm here. Indeed you are. So I have unfortunate news. I have two choices. Also, I love how every time you join the Twitch part and the stream is not loading. I'm gonna keep you real, Ocean. I'm very sure that it is an on your end issue. From my point of view and from what I'm seeing, there's no issues. Oh wait, you just weren't there. Yeah. I was not there for a second. Somebody tip-tapped on my door. They were toe-tapping Timmy. And never mind, you're perfectly fine. There is no issue. No, do not say it, please. Say what? Do not say this stream is ending. No, I'm not ending this stream. I was joking. I just got food, and I was like, alright. I think it would be very rude if when I get food, I'm immediately like, alright, guys. Time for me to go. Even though I have done that before, but that's usually when the stream has been a few hours on. There's no way it would go that steep. It's so close. Yippee, yeah. Maybe a good, like, news that's happened recently? Not really. But then again, I do not follow the news too often. I mean, the only thing that I heard of recently is that Stop Killing Games got all the signatures it needed, which is nice. This is good. Anyways, I got to pet a kitty for a day straight. Oh, nice. Cats are just great. Well, a cat with the same thing? Yes. I refer to all dogs as puppers, so it's not like I'm any less guilty of doing stuff like that. Oh yeah, Stop Killing Games is being supported by some pretty big names in the EU, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Second favorite animal. Raccoon #1. Ah yes, the good old raccoons. Once you have a house and you start dealing with like raccoons and things like that, you're probably not gonna like them as much. They're thieves, them little peoples. Them little animals. I mean, but then again, you know for a fact, if Stop Killing Games does reach some prominence, every game publisher is gonna be like, my god, we might actually have to preserve games. No. Like, the saddest thing about gaming is the fact that piracy is probably the best form of game preservation now. Do you know how sad that is? That you have to do something illegal, and you have to do something that could possibly get you in jail just to try and preserve what you like. I've never seen one in person ever. Good. That means they're doing a good job hiding, or they're just stealing from you very well. I'm trying to be as quiet eating as possible. I'm pretty sure all of you can tell when I'm going in for a bite, because I just immediately stop doing everything. You know, most streamers, what they would do is if they're eating, they would just put on YouTube. No, no, no. I just stare at railways. I like trains. Put it too far over. But then my friends always tell me when they see a raccoon, ah yes, because you like raccoons. So they're just like, we saw a raccoon, and you're like, how could you? Like, and you just start speaking to the raccoons. Or like, hey, why are you going to them and not me? What was that sound? It's barely not working, so I just... It went blue for a second. There it is. I was about to go crazy. I was like, no. So true. So true. Most true. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna see if I can just go all the way down, please. It would be so awesome. It'd be so cool. You know, like status effects in video games, where it's like poison over time? That just happened to me, like all instantaneously when I was eating the food. That's why I coughed. Did I tell you I'm eating food? I guess I just need to move closer. There's no way that's gonna work. If this works... You know, actually, a sad truth about this. Will streamers say what generation they are? Or is that too much? Still too much information? I'm in the generation of denial. Generational guilt. Generational debt. Generational everything, really. So that could be any of them. I would still say that's too much information. As I've said before, it's more fun not knowing. Maybe not for you, but it is for me. I'm trying to make a... German Bagels eating food, yes. Character development. I'm trying to eat it as quiet as possible. That design. The design, it's beautiful. Okay, I'll fix those designs in a second, but wow. I'm impressed with my own ingenuity. That'd be like here? Mukbang? No, never. To put it in a very light turn of phrase, I'd rather die. I forgot to defer. I forgot how much food I asked for. ask for way too much. I'll probably eat it anyway. But you know, in this economy, you gotta eat everything that's offered to you. Even if it's a shoe. I love how they just, like, glitch back. Please. Please. Alright. That does not look like that one's gonna work. I'm literally shaking and crying right now. I just want to move this train over. It's just refusing. You know what? I'm gonna focus on eating my food. I'm gonna go to a place that I think will be interesting to look at. I'm just gonna eat my food. If you want to talk about something, that's great. It probably should. Alright, what would be interesting? Look at it. My empire. The space elevator getting drenched in water, ruining all the components that I send up to it. But it's not like Fixet's gonna care about that, right? Streamer man with his 2 large pizzas, a large Diet Coke, cheese sticks, a burger, and a burrito. But it's all excused because the Coke is diet. I do not drink soda. I just have a water. And so, if I were to drink a soda, why would you have Diet Coke? It's pretty much just as unhealthy. I know some people really like the taste of... Was it aspartame? That you have in diet sodas, but honestly... It's not great. You know what, maybe I should do is I should probably, like, do... I don't know, that's the first thing that came to mind. Okay. Maybe I should have, like, a day where, like, I'm super hungry, and I prove that I can eat 3 pizzas at once. Actually, honestly, I could probably do 4. You know, scratch that. Maybe 10. Did not know Spearman was mortal enemies with soda. Yep. You know it. I'm mortal enemies with, like, pretty much every drink. I would not make it a mukbang, because I generally find mukbangs to be pretty disgusting. It would literally just be a video of me. Maybe I would blur my face or something like that, or just wear a mask, who knows? Because that's what the mask is for. Have you ever actually felt full? Yeah. And then, like, 2 or 3 minutes passes, and then I'm like, oh, I'm hungry again. I'd like to imagine the mental image of me is just like a gamer in a chair who's like 300 to 400 pounds, which true. How? Who knows? Maybe, like, you know how Deadpool has like a pocket dimension where he like puts all his stuff? Maybe I just have that in my stomach. That's what it could be, honestly. But Stringer claims to be a toothpick. We forgot the I in claims, but yeah, I do. I claim to be a lot of things. Being a light eater is not one of them, though. Is he telling the truth? No one will know. No one has Sherman's side profile. Yeah, and take my mugshot for a video. Alright, face the front. Now turn. I love, so if you see near the bottom, how there's like those pipes that are going down, it's like at the bottom of the detonator that's on the left that I'm holding. All those pipes are just directly going to the stators. Because it's so overflowing to the other side. That's incredible. Like, look at how many pipes are over there. Good heavens. Me testing my powers of producing a flash of light every time I turn 90 degrees. You want to know a superpower that I heard one of my friends has? Or, well, actually, it's a few people that I know. So, have you ever had it happen where, like, you stand up too quickly and then you just feel dizzy? Your vision starts out becoming all weird and you're like, ugh. Anemic people be quirky. Let's say that. Because sometimes when they, like, stand up quickly, they just gotta take a sec to collect themselves. And I'm not talking, like, I'm pretty sure even most normal people, if you're sitting down for a few hours and you stand up quick, you're gonna be a little bit dizzy, just because your body's not accustomed to that. I'm talking, like, they nearly fell over. Like, they okay? Apparently not. Alright, since I am technically still dealing with more food, hold on. I'm gonna move to a different spot. I've stretched before and almost fainted. Extreme yoga. Many times. I just realized I am probably going to have to check my email because I might need to change the stream time for tomorrow. Like, I fall back down and almost cannot get back up. Oh, I've fallen and I cannot get up. Wow, it's actually full of stators. I've never seen that before. Wait, does that mean that motors are getting produced at a really good rate? I need to check that as well. After standing up. Okay, so that could mean that you're anemic. I don't know. Or you just have low blood pressure or something. WebMD be like, you're dead. You're literally dying. Oh, now it's actually waiting for rotors. That's incredible. I've been laying down for a bit. I am actually full up on motors. That's incredible. Do you know what that means? I'm getting distracted. That's what that means. But also, the food can wait. Iron deficiency, So, let's see. It's in sulfur, I know that. So I need smokeless powder, I need the rotors, and then a rubber. I even make smokeless powder. Oh dear. Well, technically, no, I'm not able to make that yet. But what about other stuff in that tree? Would you believe it? But they all require smokeless power. It requires oil. Yeah, I know that. That's the sad part. The thing that the depresso expresso, as it were. I can probably get this done. I just need to get crystal oscillators. Anyway, this is the new view. Time to go in for part 2 of 3 of the food that I'm eating. Also, please let me know if you're hearing any of the sounds of me eating, because I'll just mute my microphone. Actually, I'll just do that until there's a message. If I could somehow find a way to put phone photos on my computer, I can post the new recruiter design for my game. Oh, nice. I mean, you could probably email yourself that. You should expand. My brother drew him, and I'm drawing him currently. Okay. I almost forgot to respond to Keenan. I should expand. You were right. No, we cannot hear it, only the paper crinkling. Okay. The crinkling of paper, that's the ASMR. I mean, I have a good extra chunk of power. I'm gonna run through it. I already know it, but... Oh no, I've been foiled. You know that I'm having stuff in paper. My god, I'm wasting the planet. I'm killing it. We need a time lapse of you just eating 2 pieces with your face blurred heavily. Yep. That's a sad thing. If that video... If I was to release that video, that might unironically be like the most popular video I would put on my channel. Which would be so sad. Videos putting effort and time into? No, no, no. Ordering 2 pizzas and recording yourself, and then putting a very basic blur over it. Or what I could do is I could record it from like a top-down angle, and like you just see the pizza go disappear. But then I would have actual people that would comment and be like, "Oh, he's cheating. He's clearly cheating." You know how I know he's cheating? It's because he takes the pizza and then he like puts it off screen. You know why? Because I'd be the type of person to comment that. It sounds like the paper from the Habit food place. How did you know? Oh, so how do you know the specific sounds of paper? From that specific place. I'm a fat. That's that's why. That crinkle. I detect it. I'm sensing it. I'm seeing a vision in the future. Double cheeseburger from McDonald's, no pickle, with onions on the side. The paper sounds greasy. What? Oh shit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have another stream in which I'm gonna say that I'm eating, and I'm just crinkling like a piece of paper that I use for a printer, and they go like, ah, the grease from the paper, it's emanating. I can sense it. That's a Sony printer! I know! That's a letter-sized paper with a picture of The Rock on it that you are crumbling. The Rock? Are you talking about the famous actor? Or, you know, just a rock? It's actually funny how Dwayne The Rock Johnson has lost a lot of his popularity. At least from what it seems like over the years. He's not nearly as in many movies as he used to be. Because there was a period a few years ago where he was in everything. Even movies that made zero sense for him to be in it, he was just in it because his agent was like, alright, $5 trillion or we leave. Like, before I finish this last part of the meal, fun fact, still eating. He was in a movie called Skyscraper. Oh my goodness. One of the most average movies I have ever seen. I mean, it's fine. If you like the movie Skyscraper, more power to you. But wow. The only thing that drew people into that movie is that Dwayne The Rock Johnson was in it. And it was a skyscraper. It was like really tall. Actually, you know what? I realized something. Ocean, you typically like watching stream breaks, right? I'm gonna bring back the stream break for, like, this one time. I'm gonna try to avoid eating food on stream again. I mean, I think I went, like, a month or two without doing it, which I think is a pretty good record. But I'm gonna put on a stream break just because I need to like wash my hands and spend like 5 minutes away, and I'm probably not gonna be able to talk during that time. So that's why I'm gonna do that. So I will be back soon, but enjoy the return of stream break. Alright, I'm back. Hopefully that was not 20 minutes. Also, wow, the text was so off. Incredible. Third replay, let's go. Wow, we're almost on our fourth replay. You watched the entirety of that, Ocean? My goodness. Okay. I feel sorry for you. Oh, I thought of another talking subject. Sure, man's got a whole book of messages to read. Yes, I do. Let's see what you have. Let's go! H-E... Well, I can say that word. Hell yeah! He's washing his hands with a Dove soap bar. Easy to tell just from the way the Stream Break song sounds today. I'm gonna drink the rest of the milk in the fridge if that's legal. As a lactose intolerant person, wish me luck. Yeah, good luck with that. You're probably gonna torture the rest of the people in your home with that. Oh, this is quite the long stream break. Third replay? Almost on the fourth? Alright, the new subject that I was thinking of. So, first of all, I need to get Swap Leaders. So, apparently on Twitter today, Elon Musk has decided to reveal that, you know, Grok, or Grox, whatever the name of the AI is, apparently he's adding an AI companion mode of it, and it's just a blonde anime girl. And, like, if you pay for Twitter Blue, or whatever the subscription service is, I genuinely do not... I'm not gonna look into it. If you pay for it, then you can, like, open a side app, and then she'll talk to you, and you'll have communication with her. And it's like, what? Elon, and... What? Why would you do that? Man is not okay. And also, I know for a fact there has been a multitude of memes of the man, like, he hid Twitter's like history because he got exposed for some of the stuff he was liking, which I always found really funny. Because people were making fun of him because he was, like, liking a ton of Gooner AI. Apparently. Make the word goon acceptable to say again. I only say it because I like the original meaning for the word goon. You know, honestly, I should extend that also to the word gay, because the word gay, back when I was growing up, it used to mean being happy. But now saying, if I was to say I'm gay, that means something completely different. And a lot of people would come up to me and say, wow, that's quite inspirational that you would do such a thing. And I'm like, wow, being happy, is that odd in this current timeline? Weird. Strange. Right, hand slot, hand slot, hand slot, hand slot. Hand rope hole. Oh, I've not been making any fabric. Homophobic spaghetti. Joking, yeah. Of course. How did you know, Ocean? You figured it out. How did you learn? It was me the whole time. So, and then I think I just need an assembler, and then... Alright, what's the rate that it needs? So 15 and 75. Makes 60. Okay, well, it's not really gonna matter. What's my biggest hot take that I can think of? I think that eventually all of this, like, anime has become a lot more popular over the past even 5 years. I think eventually there's going to be a point where it falls off. And it's not nearly going to be as popular as it once was. It's not really the hottest of takes, but that's what I think. And also, the only reason I'm thinking about that now is because I was already thinking about the funny Elon man and his amusing decisions. Alright, do I have any mycelia on me? Looks like I do not. Well, time to cut down some trees. Oh, wait, no, do you not get mycelia from trees? Hold on. Did I forget how to get mycelia? What do I have to... I have to cut, like, specific objects, right? To get mycelia? Okay, that got me mycelia. Okay. I have 17 mycelia. I'm shaking and crying right now. Like, and I think part of the reason that is going to kill it is so many people are overusing, like, the aesthetic of it. You can only use something for so long before people start getting bored of it, or they start going up against it. You know, it was a very smart decision of me. I'm using the smart sarcastically here, of course. Pretty much destroying all the mycelias in my inventory. Mine is that the 2018 rewind is not as bad as people were saying. Well, yeah, of course. It's just people want... Sometimes the internet just wants to get angry at something, just to get angry at it. Just like Last of Us Part 2. If you remember when that game came out, so much controversy for no reason. It's a good game! I even said that when it came out. Mycelia? It's not even giving me that much. Why? Why must you do this to me? Did it just kill itself? Cool. Ow. What do you think you're doing? Hmm? Mycelia. And the 2018, what about pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve? Let's see. This is one I've had for pretty much all eternity. I might hear a comment here in a second. But it's leaving open containers or like bottles and liquid that you finished just out. Because I'm typically the type of person that if I start something, I try really, really hard to finish it. And when people do that, I just... The wolves inside of me awaken. Ocean? Ocean? Or do you do that? Ocean? Ocean? Ocean, do you do that? Ocean? So about that milk bottle. What milk bottle? I really have that little of mycelia. Also, I might just summer sloop this. I've made 17. Well, it only needs 1. Okay, so that makes it a little bit better. Alright, I'll try to collect mycelia as I'm bringing the aluminum train over. You'll never guess where the bottle is currently sitting. Okay, Ocean, there's a very big difference. What I'm talking about is, like, if you have an open container, and, like, you just leave and forget. That is what I'm referring to. Also, when I do stream breaks from now on, because I think that one was probably like 15, 20 minutes maybe, now that I think about it, I should probably just say 30. Because 30 is more than enough time to do the stuff that I typically do. I honestly forgot about it until you brought it up. Well, then you are the problem. You are very much the problem. How could you? Alright, so, if I remember correctly, this did not work. Yeah, it did not work. Let's see, could this even go down? I absolutely despise people who say apart when they mean apart. Like a part of something. Yeah. This is just a quirk of the English language. Just being the way that it is. English be like, I'm gonna make things complicated for no reason. I'll throw the bottle away now. Sorry, thank you. Finally, good. Okay, I need the inverted ramp. Perfect. Made it back. It is turn away, streamer. Good, good. Thank you. I appreciate it. As does my sanity. I'm trying to think, would I genuinely be upset if somebody told me they had a bottle on their desk and then they were just not going to do anything with it? Would that bother me enough to complain about it? The sad thing is I'm not immediately saying no. I checked. Cool. Why are you building like this? Are you okay? It is a little bit off-center, I will admit that, but we'll try to fix that in a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna try to fix this rail here. Alright, that looks a little bit better. Right? It's still a little off-center, but I'm not gonna be super upset about it. Hold on a sec. That's just not even the correct way. Are there other pet peeves, or is that it? I mean, I can probably think of some. Hold on, I'll think of another one. Let's see. Actually, I just thought of one. So essentially, it's like when you're out in public and when... How do I describe this? When somebody's like being very playful or flirty with somebody else and the other person's not very interested in it and they're just not taking a hint. That's a big one for me because I see it sadly more often than I would like to admit. Like, there's so many people that just do that. Especially people that I know. And it's just... I'd much rather be anywhere else. I'm like, please, a gun, an asteroid. Anything. A gun would be preferable to what I am witnessing here. I mean, I can try to get over there, but I think that's way too long. Bro lives in the town of one-sided love, apparently. Like, here's the truth. I thought it happened to me as well. I'm nice to a lot of people. That's the way I am. Some people do not take hints. Would you actually be willing to make a time-lapse of you eating 2 pizzas? Yeah, I probably would. That was a genuine suggestion, but also... I probably... When should I do that? I might do that in, like, October or something like that, just a little bit away. Maybe it's like a little celebration, because I am planning to do a lot more horror games during October of this year. I think that would be a nice little celebratory thing, plus it gives me an excuse to order 2 pizzas just for me. All I could just imagine is that the first comment in that video, his greed sickens me. 2 whole pizzas. Late birthday gift, apparently. I got the auto-connect... Keaton was talking to me about how great the auto-connect blueprint is, but it's never worked for the purposes of what I need. Keaton would be like, you're just using it wrong. Oh no, stream is frozen. All Ocean hears when I come back is just me singing the Frozen soundtrack. Let it go, let it go. Ba 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 da 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 da. I've actually still not seen Frozen 2. It's like the stream is in some sort of King of the Snowgrave. Deltarune reference. Would not be a stream without a Deltarune reference now, would it? I think that's too far. It's working! Oh, that's way too far. Alright. How am I gonna do this? I mean, I could do something a little quirky, which would be... sample text. Oh, let's go. Please. Okay, so it works over there. That texture, though. What in the world was happening there? I'm pulling an all-nighter. Oh no. Which I'm gonna say something I've never said before in stream. I should go to sleep. Uh-oh. Is that even connected properly? It works somehow. No, but there's a reason. Okay. Alright, hopefully you're not just doing it for the fun of it. Being like, Tiki, I want to sleep deprivation. I want to see demons in my nightmares. Oh boy. The Hat Man comes for me. He says weird things and he tells me to do weird stuff as well. I never really understand what he's talking about, but I like his hat. Okay, so this is... I mean, if this works, I'm going to be so happy, but it may not. Sad. Sadness. Alright, so I need a little bit. I'm going in on a 10.5-hour flight. Oh, okay. I think I've had like, what's the longest I've ever done? I think I've done like an 18 or 20-hour flight before. On. Yeah. This should be called psychopathic behavior, but like, when I did that flight, I did not get a lick of sleep, and I was perfectly fine when I got off. I do not know why. I was just all good to where Antarctica. I'm not gonna tell you. There are flights that are that long. I can assure you. Okay, so this is the entry point. Alright, so this one will be easy, because it can just connect right here, somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. More proof Sherman is just actually not human. Yep. Hello, train. Or did I just get rid of the one? Yeah, I did. Train jump scare. What's the deal with airline food? Oh, what a good joke. Call me Carson, that's a joke right there. I'm pretty sure Call Me Carson actually still posts on YouTube even after his controversy. What's the funny thing? There's gonna be people growing up today, not really too familiar with the YouTube era, who are not gonna know who Call Me Carson is. Oh, shouldn't be like, who's Call Me Carson? That's too sharp? Okay. Wait, that's the origin of that? No, what's the deal with airline food is a Jerry Seinfeld joke. It's from... is it from Seinfeld? Or I thought it was from one of his comedy routines. I never remember. But I'm pretty sure they reference it on Seinfeld a little bit. No, but it may have become popular in the modern era again, because Call Me Carson did reference it. I know who called me cursing it. I was joking. Why is the rail building like this? Alright, we're gonna try to build it over here. Oh, did I just... Okay, well, I guess that's fine. That's just gonna be held there through osmosis. I'll fix it, hold on. There we go. I am Gen Z, trust. Absolutely. You sound like a Gen Z. You sound like one of them types. You're just like, what do you mean by that? No, nothing. Train jump scare, yep. Would you believe it, but making an intersection is kind of annoying sometimes. Okay, so it kind of looks like I need to loop this guy around a little bit. Hold on, I'm gonna chainsaw this just in the hopes that maybe I get done my cilia. How did you know? Dang it, I've become too predictable. I'm not a mysterious anime character anymore. How am I supposed to show my friends? Make an outer section then? I would have made that joke. That's a good joke. The best of joke. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Bacon. But you did not make it, did ya? I did not. So it looks like I do need the single rail blueprint. So we're going to put that on 4 for now. Perfect. That's too far. If this works... Yeah, there's no way that's working. What? Oh my goodness. Dude types at light speed, unless I just have stream delay, or another dude has a NASA PC or something. What? Just be like, I type at normal speed. Actually, wait. Well, I think you might just be slow at typing, that's fair, because I did not even type the proper way. Oh, did you just peck at the keyboard? What the heck does that mean? So, pecking at the keyboard. So there's two ways of typing. So the F and the J keys generally have like little indents for them. And then you just use that and you use muscle memory to type. That's the way that I type. The other way is you just look at the keyboard and then you like just find the keys. So I'm going to type a message. I'm going to type, this is how you do it. So that's me not looking at the keyboard. Both ways are kind of equally as fast, but generally not looking is better. Because if you make mistakes, you're more easily able to see them if you just use muscle memory. Yeah, never mind, I get it. Also, I just realized a problem. Actually, wait, can I do something funny? Derailing train simulator? There's no way. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna make sure that the train's not gonna derail. I'm so because I'm using a phone. Also, probably the reason for the delay. I might be faster with a phone. Real, yeah. Alright, we're gonna try to build up to this. Okay, but it's still not gonna work. So I need this to go down a little bit. I guess what I could just do is just do a foundation and then just build up from here. It's not gonna look the prettiest, but it's gonna work. Okay, that looks better. Maybe we should put it like right here. We're gonna add a block signal here. So the weather's not real, yes. Made up by the big government. By the big Epstein. Epstein? Mm-hmm. You mean the guy who does not exist and does not have a client list? Clearly. It was a reference, but never mind. Okay. And I can try putting here. There's a reference when I run Deltarune is peak. Yep. I can tell what your thoughts of Deltarune are. I know. I know your every thought. What is this rail? Why must you build like this? Why? Why? Sure. Just build it right there and see if it works. That somehow works. That's funny. But why the rails doing all that? Because the rails hate me. That's why they're doing all that. Oh look, there's a lizard doggo. This does not even connect there. Jermaine, what's your least favorite color? Probably yellow. I'm going to morb. How does that work? But alright. I have morb. My transformation is complete. That is crazy. Mine too. Alright, so I need to add block signals here, just to make this intersection safe. I'm gonna fix that. I'm pretty sure this one's gonna break, because it almost always does break. Oh no, this one's fine. But specifically the yellow mixed with the brown. Alright, what is your problem? Signal loops onto itself. Alright, I'm just gonna go back to the start. Oh, not what I meant to put. Sorry, sir. Look at that line. Look at that just array of... That is what we call cursed in the business. How long is stream gonna be? Let's see. It kind of depends. I probably have another... Do I have another hour? Actually, I probably should end it in about 30 minutes or so, or I might end it a little bit earlier. Honestly. Should I add another train station? Is this gonna be the area where I bring the aluminium? Alright, how many did that make? Made 42. Yeah, that quartz is gonna be there for a while. I'm probably gonna have to reorganize all these conveyor belts to make them look a little bit nicer. I think they're pretty messy right now. In addition to that, I might make a third floor, which is just the aluminum factory. So that way I have all my stuff in one place. Well, most of my stuff in one place. It's like, let's see. I really do need the aluminum, though. Or what I could do, I'm gonna go to the storage facility. I might just convert this. I will have another storage facility in the future, but I might just convert this to the aluminum area. Or I could just start bringing it out. That's a good point. Let's just start bringing the aluminum over. That's what I'm going to do. Superman, check under your bed. What? It's just there's just a corpse under there. What am I supposed to do with that? It's not very spooky if it's dead. Actually, there's probably going to be a faster way to get over to the aluminum. I'm just going to use the power lines. Okay, we're going under here, and then we go uppies. Finally, uppies, no longer downies. Invisible wire. Let's go. Start going faster. Radiation. I thought this said Balatro for a second. That'd been funny. Speaking of Balatro, what I need to do is I need to connect this up to power. The power of Molt. Oh yeah, it's already full. Okay. So we're going to rename this train station. We're going to call this the aluminum input. So actually, we're going to call it a bauxite input, because it's technically not aluminum. See if I spelled bauxite correctly. Yeah. Twitch chat is frozen, I think. Wait, did you send something? Test. Test. Oh, look at my phone. That is weird. Or maybe your phone's just tweaking. Who knows? Maybe I'm tweaking. I am a tweaker. Yeah, the last message is your stream ran. What's under your bed? That's weird. It's not sending stuff. Oh. Okay. So we're gonna call this the Pain Train, because it's a funny name. Test? No, now it's working. Anyways, I was saying, check again. It's not a corpse anymore. It's still a corpse. It's not moved for a few weeks. It's like in some king of alternate universe. Never mind. Signaling problem? Oh, is it because there's too many signals? I think I know what the problem is. Right. There we go. Okay, there might be an actual problem with this rail. How tragic. Oh, ma'am. What are you doing there? I forgot to get rid of you. I'm good at staying still. Apparently not. And so you're not the one under my bed, you're just saying that. Why do you keep building this way? That's not what I wanted. Bad. Can you build the other way, please? It shows up for like a split second. Of course, this one works perfectly fine, but this one is the one where it's having a problem. Well, I do not know what I'm under in your place. I just escaped the basement. What do you mean? You're in somebody else's place, my guy. Was it just because that one signal was there messing it up? Cool. Oh, so this is gonna be the fastest train in the West. Like, once it starts going down, it's not gonna stop. But it was in your basement. What? You're not in my basement. And you're not under my bed, so you're in someone else's place. It did not want to let me. A world am I? I do not know. You gotta figure that one out for yourself. Look at how fast that train goes. Wait, did you not say you're in an apartment? Yep, that's where I currently reside. Alright, I want to ride the train. I'm in a house right now. Signaling problem? What do you mean? Okay, I think the train's just tweaking. Uh-oh. Cancel docking. No path? Dang, well, I'll get it right next time. Alright. Oh, I'm noticing a problem here. It's gonna take forever for this one train to start getting aluminum. I need to find a better way to make these intersections. Signals are making the next stop unreachable. How? Okay, I'm just gonna drive there and see what the signals are, the problems are. By the way, were you talking about the pizza vid where you're saying we'll probably do it in October? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, why not sooner? Because I'm not really wanting to order 2 full pizzas and indulge myself. Oh, we shouldn't be like, just eat the pizza. I need you to eat the pizza. Did I mess this up? I think I did. Well, I'm not saying now. Okay, hold on. Let me just put this in an area where it's not going to get in the way. This is why you check the train. Yeah, it's actually because it's meant to go the other way. This should be fine. Train jump scare. Alright, train, can you do it now? Signals are making the next stop unreachable. Okay, there's probably a signal that's on the path that's making it not work. I just have to check in. What if you did it in August? If I change my ways and I do it in August, and you're like, what? Why are you not? Why don't you just, like, do it in, I don't know, September? Why is that signal still on? Okay, we need to check the signals here, because what in the world was that? Why did that take so long? Why was the quartz train in that station? Peak birthday present. Oh, you just want it to be a birthday present that I eat 2 pizzas? I mean, is that something? Well, part of the reason that I was trying not to say August is because I might be busy in August, but we will see, Ocean. I need to plan some things. The next stream, I'll be able to give you a more definitive answer, because I'll know my schedule then. Alright, so this is the wrong way. So that was not the problem. Why did I set it up like this? Oh my goodness. Wait, did I mess up? Oh yeah, I did this completely wrong. Hold on. Okie dokie, yeah. Yeah, because the left goes up, right is down. Yeah, so I need to redo all this signaling. I know where I'd be during next stream because there's 2 fights against wind resistance. Okay, I'll try to send you a message on Discord then if I... I'll write a note right now. Right. Oh, the pain train's actually going now. That will not help because I only have Discord on the computer. Well, how long is it going to be? If it's going to be a few weeks, then it'll be fine. You're muted, I think? What? What do you mean I'm muted? Is my stream just getting rid of my audio? That'd be funny. Oh, never mind. For a second, I thought you were. Okay. Oh. What did I just do there? Me instantly stopping all trains. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this a little bit better. Alright, hold on. Yeah, I know it loops onto itself. Hold on, hold on. Can you switch, please? Why are you building this way? You should not be building that way. Stop it. He just refuses to build the other way. That's incredible. I've never seen a block signal just refuse. For a second, I thought you were streaming. What toppings you put on your pizza? Usually it's just like cheese, or maybe I'll put beef. I'm not very picky when it comes to... Well... I mean, I'll have most pizzas, it's just that's what I generally prefer. It's just refusing to build where I want it to. Now it's working? What? There we go. Huh? I'm not crazy, you saw that for a second. What about pineapple? I don't mind pineapple in pizza, it's just not something I really seek after. Why is it built there? Okay, they need to make it so the build mode for this is a little easier, because this is way too wonky. Because I have to find, like, the pixel that it will let me. Okay, maybe this is what it's preventing it. Would a VR stream be possible in the far future? Yeah, but it would be possible. I'd be willing to do it. It's just I do not have a VR headset. I need to save up to buy one. Ah, true. Yeah, it's not exactly cheap. Why is it building like this? Please explain, game. I mean, I guess it works now, but it's still a problem. I think you just stream like normal. I mean, there are some VR game modes that have like non-VR modes, but those are pretty far in between. Far and few between. I think one of the Five Nights at Freddy's VR games has that. I mean, I guess this entire intersection is just going to be like this. Have to put a ridiculous number of block signals to try and prevent that. Alright, Pain Train has a problem. They all have problems. Yeah, Help 1 and 1 and 2 are playable on PC, yeah. So that's the up B, that's the down. Actually, it might just be a 1. I do not know. Generally, I try to build it on the same side, so we're just gonna... generally, I've been building it where the one that you're following is on the right, so I have to rebuild this. It's fine, this section should be fine without having a ton of block signals. Alright, so I'm gonna say that there's another path signal problem. I just got an idea. What's the idea? You know, Pain Train, you're not going to believe this, but I imagine you have path signaling problems. Station unreachable? How is storage unreachable? There's no way it's unreachable. Hold on. Let us test. What if you're eating food or something where you cannot really play but cannot really stream? Or something where you can't really play but can't really stream where you can tell stories? So you're saying where like I'm in between switching games, I just tell stories? That's not a horrible idea. I mean, I typically try to do that occasionally, but sometimes I'm just like, I want to focus on switching. That's right. Oh, what? Why are you doing this? Hold on. That's a dangerous intersection, I just want to comment. And then L Train is also having a problem. Okay, Pain Train's working. Wait, no, Pain Train's technically not working. Hold on. Like, until after you were done eating? Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna fix these problems with the train, and then I'm gonna see. Technically, this was an aluminum stream, because I did get the aluminum train set up and did all that, but... Is it because I added, like, that stop area? Hold on, if I get rid of it, does it just work? I mean, like, earlier when you were eating, but you did not put on stream break. Well, in between, it's kind of hard to tell stories right when you're eating. Okay, I know, now they're just working. Okay, well, I technically fixed it, but... True, but you're answering chats? Yeah. I said if you wanted to talk, then I was perfectly willing to do that. Yeah, but telling a story requires continuous talking. Imagine eating, like... Let's take the hypothetical scenario in which I'm eating a full pizza. Let's say 2. How am I going to do that and tell, like, a 5-minute long story? Oh, it's already almost full. Raw. Hold on, I just want to test. Yeah, so I need water. Good thing there's water just like right over here. Ah. And plus, Ocean, you were like the only person in chat. It made it a lot easier to be able to do that, so I need 180 water per minute. I just want to see what putting this together is even like. Maybe at this point, when there's just that much food, just end stream. That's funny you say that, Ocean. Because if you remember, I was considering ending the stream because the food just showed up. And you're like, no, do not. I just showed up. How the turntables. Until you're done with the food. Until you finish the food is the key sentence. What's essentially? I want a street break. What is this discussion? Madness is what this discussion is. I swear I'm not that much of a hypocrite. Ocean be like, do not end stream, but also if you do not end stream while if you do not well end stream while eating, that's your fault. True. Very good line of thinking. There's a point with stream break when there's that much food. How long did it take me to eat the food? It was not like hours, was it? How long was I gone? Days, years. We thought you would never come back. Just get the 180 target. I just want want to see what the production process for this even is like. Do horizontal to vertical. No, I'm saying the hypothetical 2 pizzas. Okay. I cannot believe Spaghetti died and decided in his final moments to just put a pizza. Very symbiotic of his whatever. Man died while eating pizza, laugh. Also produces silica, which is disgusting. Why do you do that? There's a creature in the way. What? A creature? Sinner. Oh, I guess I need coal? Okay, well that's disgusting. Do I have any coal on me? I do not. I'll have to get some. And then, do I just need, like, a constructor? Oh no, but what do I use with that? Is it a smelter? No, it's not a smelter. Assembler? Oh, I just need copper? What is this recipe? This is a nightmare recipe, that's what this is. Okay. So just to plan this out a little bit more. Aluminum be like, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then another. Yeah, and then so once I have that, how many? Wait a minute. Need aluminum. We're gonna look it up. A foundry. Oh, it's a foundry. Okay. That makes more sense. I was like, what? Craziness. That's what this is. How much does this produce? This produces 360 per minute. What? Craziness. Alright, so it is nice that the aluminum kind of self-feeds itself with the silica and such. That's like the only nice benefit I can say. My phone died. Oh. Yippee. Yippee, 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 yip, yippee. I think I gotta go right now anyways. Okay, bye-bye, Ocean. Enjoy the rest of your day. See ya. Anywho, what I'm probably gonna do is I need to... There's a few more things I need to do. I need to redo my schedule because I know that the next stream, or tomorrow's stream, is going to be a bit of a problem, so I have to delay it a bit. And I also said I was going to play more Clair Obscur before stream. Clair Obscur Expedition 33, but unfortunately those days have not worked out. Although Thursday, or is it Thursday? Whatever day is the day for the next Satisfactory stream besides the art stream is probably going to be the day that I also do more Expedition 33. Also, I should probably write that down. So Expedition 33 stream on that day. Whatever day that was. I'm gonna color this blue. I'm probably gonna destroy it later. But, you know, at least it's blue. So what I need to bring over is I need to bring over copper and I need to bring over coal. And then, do I need anything for aluminum casing? No, it's just the ingots, and then directly goes in there. Alright, so I'll make a note of that. Bring copper. No, actually, I have a use for silica now. So, I can actually use that other train to bring the silica here. Let me prep that. That's a good idea. Because if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure the silica is the second part of that train. I wish you could choose to unload specific aspects. Well, you might be able to. I just have to check the quartz train. What? Why is building there? Disgusting. I think this is an unnecessary amount of work, I'm now realizing, just to prep this. Because I'm not even sure that this is going to stay here very long. Oh, I put the wrong one. Slightly too high. Oh, I should not have reversed it. Alright, last time making this. Yippee, it was actually the last time making it. What object is it clipping over? That's fine. I'm gonna have to explode that real quick so that way it's not gonna kill me later. Let's see if I can catch the quartz train. Hey look, it's the pain train. Speeding down as fast as it can go. Alright, and then also a small note, something that's not going to matter for right now, but will matter for the future, is that I need to reorganize the rail network. So that way it is easier for trains to just go through stations. Because I tried doing that a little bit today, but it messed up all the trains, and I kind of need some of them to keep going. Alright, we're going to put this make railway cleaner. Add. Okay. Well, I think this is where I'm going to end stream today. Hopefully I'm able to try the new LS Trials update before I have to go. But anyhow, hopefully you all have a good rest of your day. Hopefully you did decide to do some productive. So long. Bye-bye.